What you see Pete doing right now is putting a good coat of primer on all the places that he did body work where there's Bondo. And then he will prime the whole car. As you can see, there's a lot of body work on this car.
What Minnie was trying to explain to you is what I did is I went ahead and spot primed all the bodywork with one super thick coat. Now what that's going to do, that's going to fill the deep scratches in. So you can basically see where there's primer, where the primer is on the car is where all the bodywork was on the car. So that was a lot of bodywork, okay?
A lot of bodywork.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back, I'm going to prime the whole car 2 times. I'm going to put a very, very good thick coat on everything twice, and then let it dry for at least 2 to 4 weeks. That way everything that I've done to this car in the last week and a half will shrink down, cure proper, dry, and be ready to block out. You should always let your car sit 2 to 3 weeks on the primer job, because you want everything to do what? 100%, and make sure all the body work, all the Bondo and the Evercoat and everything that you've done to it has shrunken to the minimal shrinkage. If you don't,
completely cured.
If you don't let it completely cure 100%, what happens?
Then you have deep scratches.
Later on, 6 months, 9 months down the road, you're gonna get pinholes, scratches, and you're gonna go, what the fuck happened to my car? I spent $10,000 painting the fucking thing in 9 months, okay? And 6 months later, after you did your beautiful paint job, all of a sudden now you're seeing scratches and you're gonna see lines around the Bondo and blah, blah, blah. Let me get the fucker primed so we can go home.
Let's go. God, you talk a lot.
All right. See the definition, like I said, we'll let that seam sealer dry and then we'll come back and take our knife and cut that off and it'll be perfect. You really don't want to mess with it while it's wet. So that'll look good. And if Minnie can get the camera where it goes down on that side and hit the light, you'll see how straight the body came out.
Did it come out straight? Looks pretty good.
So we got all the body work. It's not really finalized, it's pretty much 100% roughed in. We still got to come back and block it out with our big blocks, which you see right here. Okay? And that's the block that's going to make everything nice and straight where all the body work was right there. That's what does the trick. It doesn't take much, but it's got to be done. Little hand sanders like this don't cut it. Okay?
Now you have that baby all wavy.
Because what happens when you use this, even though it's a block, okay, it's just going to look like crap. It's not going to work. You have to use big, straight reflection. It's 10 o'clock at night. I've been working on it since 6 o'clock this morning. It's finally done. It's ready to go to the sand. We're going to take it back to the sandblasters, clean all that frame off. We get it back, we'll paint that, get the firewall painted. We're ready to drop that big old 850 horsepower or 800 horsepower rear Morrison, big block Chevy engine in it, aluminum block, aluminum head Chevy engine back in it. And this thing's gonna be a screaming demon.
It'll be fast, I'm sure.
So.
I ain't riding in it. Not unless I get to drive it.
Guess we're gonna head out so I can get back in the morning.
Do it all over again.
Now, we got it loaded. Let's load it up, boy. Well, there you go. Last night we finished out our Chevelle. We got all the body work done. Got it loaded back up on the trailer again. We're gonna take it over to the sandblasters and we're gonna get the whole front suspension and framework sandblasted. Now they're gonna have to do that without getting the brakes sandblasted, the rotors and the bearings. And I've been working with these guys for over 20 years, so they know what they're doing. And of course the shocks too. So, all the body work's done. If you look down the side, you can see it came out really, really nice. If I can get that glisten going on it. There you go. And that was a big job. Big job, big job. Got the back tail light panel fixed and repaired. All the quarter panels are looking perfect. If you look down the side there, you can see that was a lot of body work. And for orange and white, this car is gonna be awesome. So, let's get our Pro Street over to the sandblasters, get the front end sandblasted, get the firewall painted, get our motor back in, blah, blah, blah. So what we're doing is we're actually getting ready to paint orange. So we want to have the firewall painted before we put the motor in, am I right?
Yes.
So is that what we're doing?
Very difficult to paint after the motor's in.
Oh yeah. So you're really getting down on there detailing it, aren't you, with 400 wet?
Yeah.
Around all the little screws, nuts and bolts. Is there anything to say how to do that the right way, or?
You just sanded Pete.
Easy, watch this dude. So what else going on? I mean,
I'm almost done.
so how much more you got? I mean,
Just this little bit right here.
where?
Just right here.
So you're telling me all the scratches are gone, and when we paint that, it's gonna look like a mirror.
No, it's not.
What's it gonna look like?
It's gonna look like crap. Of course it's gonna look good.
I don't think Mark's gonna like that. Look, what's this? I can see some scratches right here.
Yeah. Somebody didn't do a very good
Looks like we
job
better
on the
get those
Bondo
out.
work.
Did you sand down underneath there? Let's telling you we were gonna go
Yeah,
to.
I did.
So that's gotta be sanded down. Are you gonna go to 600 or 4 only?
Just 4.
Did you get all these braces here? The motor mount, the body mount braces down there?
Here?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So we painted the frame a couple days ago after we had it sandblasted. It looks like brand new now, right?
Yeah, it looks
So
good.
you got stuff all over it. I hope you're gonna wash that off. Okay,
Yes,
well,
I'm gonna wash it.
I guess keep it up because, you know, lunch is already gone and past. We ain't ate
I
yet.
haven't had lunch yet. I'm running out of steam.
Well, we ain't going nowhere until the rest of that front end's on that truck over there.
Well, then I guess you better get over there and get with it.
You know, go there, Bruno, hide. Just finally decided to crawl from out of the car, Bruno.
Well, if I heard you and woke up.
Okay. Well, let's get to work. Bruno's watching in. He heard lunch.
He heard lunch.
He heard it's time to eat lunch. All right, I'll talk to you later.